Some healthcare workers exposed to COVID-19 can now go back to work. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brenda Medina. The White House Coronavirus Task Force approving new guidelines aiming to boost the lack of healthcare providers during the pandemic. Our Joanna Guzman spoke to a local doctor on how this can potentially affect patients in the long run.
Present moment, the guidance is that if you have been in proximity to someone who did test positive for the coronavirus, that the guidance of CDC is that even with essential critical workers in industries from healthcare to food supply, that we ask people to stay home for 14 days.
Vice President Mike Pence announcing critical workers who have been exposed to the virus but not showing symptoms can return to work within a week from exposure.
The new guidance tonight will hopefully make it clear that there would be an opportunity for those people playing such an incredible role in our nation's response to be able to return to work and to do so safely.
Under the new guidance, only those who are asymptomatic, haven't had a fever in the past 3 days, and at least 7 days passed since symptoms first appeared can return to work, something geriatrician April Lopez says is counterproductive.
So as a healthcare worker, I know they need us right now. There's a shortage of healthcare workers. It is not a good idea to have a healthcare worker return so quickly if you can potentially jeopardize other patients and other lives.
In order for healthcare workers to continue treating patients, they must be asymptomatic, check their temperature twice a day, and wear a mask.
I'm very worried about that because you could still be contagious up to 28 days is what we know right now.
Lopez adds this change can potentially spread the virus further.
We do abide by CDC guidelines as healthcare practitioners, but we also have to be extra careful. It's not going to hurt if patients stay home a little bit longer.
Employers with workers exposed to the virus must increase air exchange in the building and send an employee home immediately if they feel sick. In McAllen, I'm Joanna Guzman, Local 23 News.
Employers are also required to increase sanitation in commonly used areas.